Okay, Assalamualaikum. Very good afternoon. Good morning. Sorry. So our class this semester will be in the morning. KIB 4016 Healthcare Technology something something. Sorry if I forgotten the 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 full name of this subject. Wait, I will get it for you. Don't worry. Uh, all right. First of all, I would like to apologize for not being able to be at the class today. Because I'm currently, if this is correct, I will be in UTM now, being the examiner for a PhD Viva session. I'm the external examiner for that student. He is the UTM student. So for his PhD, I'm the external examiner. So I'm currently in UTM examining him. So if my mood is okay, then he will pass. If my mood is not okay, then he might get a difficult session. No, I'm just kidding, just kidding. I'm a nice guy like that. All right. So let me share my screen with you. I normally rely a lot on Spectrum. So make sure you uh, can access your Spectrum. Uh, no matter where. Uh, if you are more comfortable working with your laptop in your room, then that's fine. But make sure you have access to Spectrum. Okay. If you don't or you have any problems with it, I'm not the right person to contact. Please contact the office of Ijazah Dasa. Okay. Undergraduate studies in the faculty. All right. Okay, so our course is called Healthcare Technology and Clinical Management. It's an I'm not sure it's an old subject or not because at the department, as you know, I don't teach a lot of subjects anymore because that's how the department has arranged our courses. Sometimes I got subjects, a lot of subjects. There are years where I teach programming. There are also times where I teach elective courses. There were times when I teach first year courses. So this year, for this semester, this session, sorry, uh, the department has arranged for me to take over this subject, okay, healthcare technology and clinical management. All right. Uh, the way I arranged this, which has been agreed to by the head of department, is that this will not be a strict lecture kind of course where I lecture, slide. We have class and we have exams later on. No, for this one, we're gonna be doing a mixed kind of lectures and classes, okay, and learning styles. And I will be, uh, and for this class, we'll have a lot of invited lectures from the industry to share their insights about their work, about their company, and about most importantly is about their responsibility. Okay, because it's all about technology and it's all about clinical management, and that's why we are having them over to share their experience with you. And also we thought that this subject is just nice to be offered in semester one because you guys have just finished your industrial training and use that experience while doing your industrial training for this course, okay, to compare what you experience and also to see what other industries have to offer as a future biomedical engineer. All right. So, so the details of this course is available here in the pro forma. You can read them and download them. And I have also made available here uh, the distribution of the continuous assessment part, which is 40%, and that 40% uh, comes from 10% of class test, somewhere near week 6 or week 7, depends. I will do it in the week that you don't have any tests so that you are not too stressful. Okay. Uh, so your class rep needs to get back to me on when is the date for your other class test. Okay. So that our class test is not at the same time with your other subject classes. Okay. And I will be also having this weekly assessment. Okay, later I'll start with this one. 10 from here, 15 from here, and another 15 from here. Okay, I give you the essay assignment early on so that you can prepare, and also I give you the chance to brainstorm with me if your essay is going in the direction that I want. Okay, so basically I want you to write an 800-word article, which is suitable to be submitted to the media, sharing your thoughts about one of these topics. Okay, I want you, among you, you can divide yourself, or I don't mind if the whole class choose the same topic. Also, I don't mind. I leave it to you to choose between these 6 topics. But I think the last one is a bit more open, where there is no complete sentence here. So you can complete that sentence. Okay, the future of biomedical engineering lies in what? You can use your experience doing your industrial training to answer this. I just want to see your opinion, your side of thinking, because after not after 4 years, after 3 years of this course, and also after you choosing the biomedical engineering path, what is your thought? How do you see yourself compared to that person who chose this course 3 years ago, for example? Yeah. And also after going through your industrial training, how do you see yourself now as a final year student going to finish in 2 semesters time, right? So how do you see yourself there? And how do you see things around you as a biomedical engineering graduate? Things like hospitals, things like healthcare design out there, and the roles of engineers and doctors, and how should they work together, something like that. Okay. The beauty of this essay is that there is no right or wrong answer. Okay, I will mark you on how you convey your idea. Okay, what's the problem, how you want to solve it, or what you think of it. All right. It does not have to be some problem you have to solve. I'm sorry, but rather you pick on an issue, and what's your opinion about it. Okay, perhaps during your industrial training you've seen this issue, and what you think about it. I want to see that. Yeah, because at the end of the day, this subject is about exposing you to the technologies, yes, and also to the governance, yes, and also to the future kind of issues that you might have to deal with as a biomedical engineer, as a manager, as a technical executive, things like ethics, for example, things like AI. Now we are dealing with AI in everything that we do. Things like governance, why do we need medical device act, for example? This is an act, a law that has just been passed, I think, 3 years ago. I think just after COVID. Wh- why do we need it now, for example? Now that you have worked perhaps in a company that deals with MDA, you understood it a bit more. You can share your thoughts on that. Okay, share it. I want to see that because we don't. Well, we're trying our best to prepare you for the world out there, but as you've seen during your industrial training, biomedical engineering is a very dynamic field. Yeah? You can work on one part of the industry, and yet the business model or the people that you meet might not be the same as your friends who are working in a different industry. All right. For those who work at a hospital, engineering department of hospital, you might see a lot more of doctors, nurses, matrons, and so on. Yeah. You might not work with other companies that close. Yeah, because most of the concession companies at the hospital, for example, simply send out their equipment out. Yeah, for example. But other students who might have worked in a different kind of industry, perhaps in a more R&D kind of company, like Bron and other companies that I've seen listed in the LI list of companies, they might work a bit more in-house, for example. Yeah, they work more with their own experts or experts from certain fields that can provide solution for their problem. Okay, so by now I hope you can appreciate that biomedical engineering field is quite huge, huge, from the designing of hospital itself, from maintaining the equipment that we use in the hospitals or any healthcare related equipment, down to the end of management, law, uh, even human resource. Yeah, imagine being, for example, in a company that deals with talent, deal with healthcare personnel. This kind of workers are different than in the other industries. Yeah, we need someone who can not just understand the importance of an equipment, but also the life cycle assessment, for example. Yeah, not just how to brainstorm, like not how uh, to repair and maintain the equipment, but also to foresee how a specialized equipment, for example, can be maintained and can be repaired with other methods, simpler methods. That kind of person need to have a big picture kind of understanding of an equipment management. And that's what this course is basically is all about, to give you some more exposure, to connect all the dots that you have gathered for the past 3 years of your course, and also including the LI, including the IDP and FY, not FYP yet because you're doing it now. Capstone, no more capstone, but more on VEL, VED, that kind of subject. Trying to connect all these dots and to get you prepared to become a more holistic graduate lah. So that's the intention of this subject, and that's why we will be having invited lectures more than other subjects, and also the way I assess it would be more on guiding what you knew and what you should add. And that's why it's a bit loose in that sense. I don't actually take one class, for example, and teach you certain topics, and not like that. Yeah, and you can see that through my types of assessment that I will do. Okay. All right. So 10% is from a class test, 15% is from one essay, just one. Okay. You can submit anytime from now until week 14, but the earlier the better, so that you can have time for other things. Now, what I want to focus on is on the second part, which is the weekly assessments. Okay. I call it weekly, but I don't intend to have 14 tasks. I'm planning to have maybe around 10 tasks. Task, T-A-S-K. Task ni macam homework lah. Homework that you have to do. Uh, Not necessarily every week, because, like I said, I might give you just 10 homework, 10 tasks. So you can complete it at any time. Uh, I encourage you to complete it as we go along, so that you can learn better and get the best out of this class. Don't wait until week 14 to submit everything. I know, because some students do that, because for all my subjects, I encourage the use of AI. Now, AI is your assistant, but uh, just like in any other parts of our life, if you do it last minute, the quality will not be there, even with an AI as your assistant. Okay, so that will show your effort in producing your work. Even with AI, if you put it to the last minute, you will not get the quality that you should get. Okay. Now, what I want to share with you now is the first task that you need to complete. Uh, yes, you can complete it anytime within the semester, because the deadline of all is week 14. But I'm gonna put one task as we go along. Okay, and the first task is this. The title is the biomedical engineer I want to be. Now, for this one, is a simple one, which is what a lot of us use AI for, which is to write essay. I want you to write a reflective essay. Yeah? This is different than the essay for the essay assignment just now. Yeah, this is the weekly one, a shorter one. Uh, I want you to use any AI tools to reflect on your journey. Okay, your journey tu maksudnya starting from why you choose this course, for example, after your matriculation, after your Form 6, after your A levels, whichever you come from. Okay, after your school education, basically. Yeah, you come to university and you choose biomedical engineering. Why? Start from there. Start from the decision that you make. Perhaps just a curiosity. Perhaps you chose the wrong course, whatever. Yeah. As for me, for example, I chose this course long time ago because I thought it's something to do with medical. Yeah, because I was a medical student, MBBS student, but I failed that course, so I want to restart my undergraduate life, undergraduate study, and I thought this course was good because it's not MBBS obviously because I failed that one, so I don't want to do that, and yet it has some medical component to it, so I took it, but uh, indirectly I thought, well, now if you ask me now, it was a good decision, of course, but along the way while doing the course, I thought I was scammed in a way, eh? Because a lot of the content, actually the majority, 95% of the course is actually engineering course. Yeah, there are only two subjects which are related to medical. Yeah, anatomy and also biochemistry. Biomaterial a bit, but a lot of it is just engineering principles. Yeah. Uh, so yeah. So for me, I took it because I thought there are a lot of medical content. I don't know about you, but start from there and reflect along the way whether your opinion changes, whether your dream changes, or if it stays the same. Even if it stays the same, reflect it. And I also want you to frame your reflection with the current issues now. We have the Malaysia Madani government now, which emphasizes the importance of integrity, for example. Yeah, which emphasizes the importance of uh, what's the term? For everyone to be no, sorry, what's the word? For everyone to get the basic of everything. Yeah, that their basic needs is met. Yeah? Maybe in the healthcare system, perhaps everyone has the opportunity to get the basic medical treatment from a government hospital, for example. Yeah, and also if you can, since this month, October is the month for ASEAN Summit at the end of this month. So perhaps you can relate to that as well, how the role of biomedical engineers from Malaysia on our ASEAN neighbors. Yeah, perhaps that's the something that you want to look at. Yeah, and submit it by submit it down here by pressing the reply button here, and that's it. So that's the task. That's the first task. Yeah, I call it task one. You can complete it this week, or you can complete it anytime between now and week 14. I leave it to you, but it must cover this. Basically, I want to see your journey, your reflection on your journey. Okay, and the bonus is that those who write good essays will be selected to be published in the newspaper. Okay, the sooner you submit, uh, the sooner that I select, and the sooner it can get published. And you can include that in your CV, all right, for your resume, and for you to apply to companies. You can show that, look, my opinion was published in newspaper. Yeah, to add value to your CV. All right. So for this week, again, I apologize for not being able to come to the class. Uh, yes, it is an asynchronous class. You have to watch this video and also to do this task, and that's considered the task. I mean, no, the activities for this week. Okay. Again, to summarize, this course is constructed 40-60. 40% is continuous assessment. 60% is your final exam. In the final exam, there will be 4 questions, 15 marks each. All right, clear. Okay. And for the 40 marks part, 10% is from test, 15 is from the essay, and 15 is from this weekly task. Okay, you have to do it weekly, or you have to complete it by week 14. Okay, clear? If not, then you can always ask me in the WhatsApp group, or you can ask me in the official Spectrum announcement group. I think there's one group or something where you can reply and ask questions there. If not, if you're shy to ask in the official group, you can also personally message me using WhatsApp. Using WhatsApp. Don't send me SMS. Okay. No one reads SMS anymore. Okay. Even though if your phone and my phone supports it, nobody reads SMS anymore. Send me WhatsApp. Okay. I think that's all from me. From time to time, please be alert on the announcement on the WhatsApp group. We will have physical class depending on the needs for that week. Okay, our class is at 9. The location where I haven't checked yet lah, but I will update weekly if it changes. Otherwise, the location is the same as in Maya. Okay. All right. So I would like to welcome everyone to this class. Sorry if my English is a bit of a mixture, sounded British, sounded Australian, sounded Malaysian. It's mix of everything. Okay, but if you don't understand at any part of my lecture, of my speech, you can just put up your hand, or you can send a question on WhatsApp. Okay, don't worry, I totally understand. Sometimes it's due to my facial features. There are certain consonants that I can't pronounce properly, especially words that uses M, F, V, B, and T to some extent. Sometimes it's not really clear to you. I totally understand. So if it's not clear, you can always put up your hand or send me a text message. Okay, I will always turn on my WhatsApp during class, so you can ask them on in real time as well. Okay, so that's all from me. Again, sorry for not being available this week. See you next week. Okay, bye bye. Assalamualaikum and a very good have a good morning. See you. Bye.